as you said, it's obviously pretty mixed feelings. Would have been nice to get the lads across the line, especially against Australia. But I think I've kind of threatened to get a score of substance for quite a while. It's just nice to kick on and get a big score and state my claim. Like I said in one of the interviews last night, Ben Stokes isn't here, and I don't think, however many runs I get, I don't think I'll keep that spot. But that's all I can do, and especially building towards the T20 stuff, there is a slot in that kind of late to middle order. So hopefully it kind of keeps pushing my case in that format as well. I'll be honest, I felt terrible as well. I wasn't fluent at all. But then when you look at the other end, Johnny Bairstow's struggling as well, one of the most fluent openers in world cricket at the moment. You look at the guys in their innings as well, no one really got going. Maxwell towards the end. And it was to soak up that pressure. Who knows, if Johnny and I batted for another kind of 5 overs, you saw their mindset definitely change when we started to get going and get that partnership together. The energy all of a sudden went from very, very kind of positive to just a slight more intensity and thinking, actually, you know what, these guys are getting themselves back into the game. Then if Mo and I could have got a bit of a partnership together to get a bit closer towards the end, yes, it was a huge ask. But in that situation, it was a matter of trying to just take the game deep and give us some sort of chance, because at that point in time we had pretty zero chance. I think that St Kitts innings for me in my own head was as good as any innings actually, and obviously we won the game, which was far better. So I know what you're saying. Maybe against the Australians, against a big side and a very, very good attack. Last night was hugely enjoyable. But like I said, I know that I can play like that, and I know I can play better than that as well. In the past, when I've not played as fluently as normal, I haven't necessarily got the runs to match it up. And at the end of the day, it's becoming a run scorer as opposed to necessarily the kind of flamboyant way you always want to play. And it's consistently putting performances in for the team. And that's something that I think maybe with age, I'm starting to gain really a bit of batsmanship, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think they just bowled exceptionally well. And sometimes you can... it was definitely a new ball wicket. You look at kind of how we bowled, their top order also struggled as well and put pressure on them. Kind of what I said earlier in terms of assessing conditions, and they were very different conditions, probably to a normal one-day wicket in this country where we can go out and play fluidly from ball one. I don't think anyone really got going straight away. It always took people time to really get a pace of the wicket. I think the key message, certainly from us as a group, is that we play our best when we get on the front foot and put people under pressure. How that looks in these conditions might differ from kind of all gun-ho approach. It is being smarter and assessing conditions straight away and running hard, putting pressure on them in that sense. So, I don't want to give too much away, obviously, but I think it kind of will provoke a bit of a reaction, and we'll come back firing tomorrow. Yeah, it was obviously a tricky pitch, and I thought the Australians bowled fantastically well, and Josh Hazlewood obviously set the tone up top and then backed up by their kind of pace cartel, and Adam Zampa's actually bowling very nicely at the moment as well. So we know what the conditions are like. It's going to be on the same pitch, and it's still being positive, still being having that positive intent towards the opposition and not take a backward step. How you do that on a pitch like that, it might not be going out all guns blazing and trying to hit the sight screen every ball, but yeah, coming up with game plans of putting pressure back onto them. Yeah, that's the key thing. That's why England have got to number one in the world and won the World Cup, is continually to put people under pressure in everything we do. And I think that's absolutely what we'll look to do tomorrow.